Coming to you live from WZNG Shelbyville Studio B, it's the Coach Carkuff Show on the Zinger 100.9. You're about to get a deep dive on all things Cascade football with the Champions head coach, Jared Carkuff. Hosted by Cascade football analyst and Shelbyville Times-Gazette sports editor, Noah Maddox.
The Coach Carkuff Show is sponsored by C&J Wood Design, Echo Hills Excavating, LLC, P3 Technology, and by Clanton Pipe and Supply.
Only on your radio home for Cascade High School athletics, the Zinger 100.9 and AM 1400.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Jared Carkuff Coaches Show live and in Studio B on the Zinger 100.9 and AM 1400. Thank you for choosing to spend an hour of your time tonight with us. We have a great show for you this evening as Cascade gets ready to take on the Cannon County Lions tomorrow night, Friday, October the 18th. Insert the siren horns there.
Yes, I will take a walking horse over a lineman.
No.
Good try. We started this rough. Let's start over. Send it back, and then we'll come back in.
We are live. The Coach Carkuff Show is brought to you by C&J Wood Design, Echo Hills Excavating, LLC, P3 Technology, and Clanton Pipe and Supply. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at the Zinger 100.9. Video recording, as we turn and look towards the camera, will be uploaded tomorrow morning on Facebook. So again, make sure to follow us on those social channels. Noah Maddox here with Coach Carkuff and Coach Eubanks on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. So bye week last week, so no show, of course, last week. I did see today, we'll open with this, the Coach Brevin Linnell was honored, well, at least on Twitter, I saw that he was honored. Yep. He was awarded the Bedford County Rookie of the Quarter award and also was named Teacher of the Month for Cascade. First of all, congratulations to him. And you know how that's awesome to see.
Yeah, it's awesome.
For today.
It is. I mean, our first job is teachers. We're teachers first. That's what pays our salary. But yeah, I mean, he's a awesome coach, but an awesome teacher, and that's what we want. If you can teach in a classroom, you can coach.
So I mean, it was great to see on this Thursday early afternoon. Congratulations to Coach Linnell. Like you said, it's you guys are teachers, hired to be teachers first, and then coach as well. So that's just awesome to see for him. So he did get a little surprise this morning whenever they walked into his room. He got real scared there for a second.
He thought he was going to observe it again. He's like, I've already done this. And they came in and surprised him with that award. So it was pretty cool. I got it on video. I should have posted that, but
we got some
people were dancing like Mr. Cepeda, and I don't know if he wants that out there.
Yeah, let us know if you want us to post your dance moves today.
Yeah.
Just call in and let us know.
Is this blackmail?
We'll also, last bit of housekeeping, Cascade Lady Champions soccer team plays in less than an hour.
Let's go.
6 p.m. at the Stable. Rematch from the district final.
Yep. 2 weeks ago.
From 2 weeks ago.
A late winner, too. Let's make that way
An early winner.
Yes.
Earlier winner. So let's go, Lady Champs. Go out, win the region, host a sectional if they win. So a lot on the table tonight.
Absolutely. We'll be heading over there. At least I will be heading straight over there. Yeah, I
should have done it over there.
Definitely run over there. Well, a good idea, but
too late.
Too late now. Yeah,
I'm good at really good ideas when it's too late.
Okay, so so the last game that was played, Monterey at home, final non-region game of the season was Friday, October the 4th. Final score was Monterey won 42-0. Unfortunately, the first time that Cascade has been shut out in back-to-back games since 2018. But this game was a lot different than Chapel Hill, if in terms of watching how it played out. And, kind of when you look at the box score, at least it almost kind of, perplexing at times how there was, get shut out again, 0 points on the board because over 300 total yards, according to Huddle on 54 plays in the passing game, looked pretty fluid for, especially considering the circumstances, I guess.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's something that I talked about on the radio about just getting back to my roots and what we do best and what I know best. And I thought it was awesome, but costly penalties and just in those big situations, we're still not quite getting it done, which is what we're working on.
Sure.
But yeah, it was awesome to see us moving the ball, but it hurts. I might have to fire the play caller. He can't score, so we'll look into that.
Okay, good. We'll keep that noted on the back burner for the rest of the season.
I guess we should throw it out there that I'm calling plays.
Yeah, he is the one that calls the offensive plays, just so everybody knows.
Somebody live. Threatening an offense coordinator live on radio.
Yeah, throwing him under the bus in the first segment. Yeah, that's always a great start. No, it is Coach Carkuff, in fact, taking some personal responsibility, I guess, for that. Monterey, according to Huddle, 455 total yards, a lot of it done on the ground. Hey,
we didn't give up 400 on the ground, though.
We did not.
So, well, there you go. The small wins, I get, or baby steps, I guess.
Yeah. It was 200 on the first two drives. So it got better after that. But, yeah, it was they wanted to run the ball, and that's what they did. So.
Yeah, I mean, y'all were talking about 2 weeks ago how, it's big team. Just, their quarterback was as big as the lineman, as y'all,
Oh, I know.
said. The starter, at least, it was Colin Fowler was, who started the game, was not the most prolific passer, but didn't need to be. Because that's not really what he was in there for. So, like we mentioned, offensively, some things to take away from that game going into the bye week, and then this final 3-game stretch that really will determine how the season goes and kind of for the playoffs and everything. How, before we get into the game, the pregame ceremony for Cory Phillips, how was you, Coach Carkuff, were down on the field?
Yeah.
What in the crowd of close friends and family and whatnot, what did that moment mean to you specifically and to everyone that was down there as it actually unfolded?
Yeah, that was really cool. I think it was completely necessary and needed to happen. It's been a little too long, in my opinion, but it got done, and I think the family needed that. We all needed that. Like, we needed to see him honored the way he should have been. Mm-hmm. It was funny, like, getting to talk to everybody because, he was such an awesome dude. But there was obviously other sides of the stories of, like, he was silly. He got in trouble a little bit, and he was always the one that, like, when you're in a huddle, he was, like, pinching you, trying to make you, like, laugh and get you in trouble. So it was funny that, like, although it was like a really serious and amazing night, that everybody got to kind of open up and be like, remember when he did this, remember when he did that. And even the coaches were like, remember when we had to practice at night because he was in summer school, like, because he was just being crazy. Like, he was a super smart kid, but he was like, you know what, I'll be all right, I'll skip this. But I think it was cool, like, everybody got to just let everything out finally, and really closer is probably not the right word, but just like everybody got to kind of see it and honor him and like really see it for real. So it was a really cool night. Absolutely.
And then his jersey was, I can't remember exactly what was said, but do you remember who specifically was like, who made the, or somebody put it together? I don't remember who they said specifically.
Oh, who made the sign?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Daniel Craig, he does a lot of our sign stuff, and obviously an alumni. He made the sign, and then our senior Noah Hawkins and his buddies Logan Morton, and they hung the sign for us and had to actually do some welding. So
nice.
They got their trade in and got to put it to work. So they had to weld some stuff and hang it. So it was just really cool. Like Mr. and Miss Smith, not those, the on our booster club. They helped a lot with everything, got us bouquets, and Miss Smith actually made the shadow boxes. So it was really cool. And then L&M made our plaques and everything. So it was a really cool community thing that everybody was in together for it. So it was cool.
For sure. And it's, for those who haven't seen it yet, the jersey sign is above the play clock on the left of the home bleachers. So
scoreboard side, but
the scoreboard side.
Scoreboard side, that I think.
Because the sun is right behind.
I think the south. The
It's
south
right behind
It's
it.
southish.
Yeah.
as
It's right
south
behind
as you can get. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's south, straight south.
Yeah. South.
Yeah, I don't know. Most football fields don't actually run north and south, so it's you never know these days.
Yeah, I
Now
think
they
it's
should.
exactly north and south.
Because early in the season we're always battling the
can't
sun
see
up
the sun.
there.
Yeah, you
so,
can't see 'cause of the sun,
it's south end zone. So yeah, that was a great moment before the game, and like you said, a couple of his coaches were able to even share some memories and whatnot. So we'll be back in 2 minutes to talk about the actual game that went down 2 Fridays ago, right here on the Zinger 100.9.
P3 Technology, serving the IT needs of Bedford and surrounding counties for over 25 years, offering a wide range of technical services to satisfy your business network needs. P3 is your one-stop shop for IT.
That's right. Our technicians will work quickly to resolve your technical issues, specializing in customized network installations along with workstation maintenance. Call P3 today at 931-450-4210 or visit our website at www.p3tech.net.
P3 Technology,
Where technology meets opportunity.
Modernize your kitchen with elegant cabinet designs from C&J Wood Design. See how your new cabinets will look in your new home with their unique 3D design technology, free with every project order. Now, with 2 locations, you can visit our new showroom on North Jackson and Tullahoma across from the movie theater, and in Shelbyville off Highway 41A near Old Columbia Road. So modernize your kitchen with beautiful cabinet designs from C&J Wood Design in Shelbyville and Tullahoma. C&J Wood Design, better by design.
Clanton Pipe and Supply, your corrugated plastic and metal culvert pipe supplier. Clanton has been selling pipe for over 30 years and carries all types and sizes of corrugated plastic and metal culvert pipe. Special orders and delivery are available. If you're in the market for heavy equipment, Clanton has you covered too. They have everything from skid steers, backhoes, and mini excavators. Clanton Pipe and Supply, 931-684-4847, 904 Madison Street, Shelbyville. Looking to build a shop or a house? You need high-quality excavation services. Folks that care. Echo Hills Excavating, LLC. Excavating pads, ponds, driveways, septic, water, and more. Trey Barnes and the team at Echo Hills have the experience you deserve to go above and beyond, covering all of Middle Tennessee from Gallatin to Lynchburg and everywhere in between. Ready to dig deeper? Call 931-580-1168. Echo Hills Excavating, LLC. Digging deeper for your project's success.
Now, back to the Coach Carkuff Show on the Zinger 100.9.
Welcome back to the Coach Carkuff Show on the Zinger 100.9. Brought to you by C&J Wood Design, Echo Hills Excavating, LLC, P3 Technology, and Clanton Pipe and Supply. We'll start recapping the last matchup against the Monterey Wildcats, the final non-region game of the season for Cascade before their bye week last week. We'll start with, through the air, we can get back onto that. That was, as you said, Coach Carkuff kind of alluded to it, that was going to be kind of the shift in focus. But what did you see what was most impressive, and what did you see about Braxton Burris, the way he operated the offense on Friday night?
It's just all built around getting the ball out quick, and he did. He doesn't think about it. He knows what he's supposed to read, reads it, and gets rid of it. There's not a lot of thinking going on, and that's kind of the whole point, is people assume that if you're a quarterback back there, you have all this stuff going on. Pre-snap, look at the safeties, 2 eye, 1 eye, call the pass pro, read your guy. Like I said, it is a lot, but at the same time, like if you break it down, it's really not as much as you think, and he got some practice at quarterback, so that was fun. And he looked great this week in practice. He even did, like, it's funny, like the small victories. He stepped up in the pocket on a pass rush and then made a throw across the middle, and you would have thought we like won the Super Bowl. Because I mean, whenever they do things that they're taught, like, and we practice it over and over again, and then it like works. Yeah, you're like, and they get excited about it. I was like, oh, that was cool. Like, we worked on that. I did it, and it worked. And we're like, yeah, we try to tell you all the time. Like, like I said, we don't have all the answers, but yeah, no, he did a really good job of just like taking command, and you would have never known that was his real, like, first real. I mean, I guess that was his second start, but like preparing, and like we were like, hey, you've never played quarterback, let's throw it 40 times, like. Yeah. So I thought he did an amazing job, and he spread it out. Like, everybody was getting catches. It wasn't like he was focused in on one guy because he was trying to be comfortable with it. He was throwing it to everybody. If they were open, they got the ball.
For sure. And it also, I mean, I guess the added benefit of having him back there is, his athleticism and his legs to make Definitely. Plays happen, whether it's design stuff or just, kind of off the cuff, trying to evade the pass rush as well. So impressive in his second start, sophomore Braxton Burris. Very difficult to run the ball against Monterey, as kind of expected going in. What made it so difficult to run it against them? Was it just that they're, you look up and down there, everyone's the same size, like huge? And
yeah, they were big, but also, like, when you are a run team as a defense, that's what you think first. So their first priority was to stop run. And you can tell they were so uncomfortable when they started spreading guys out to get a lighter box. Because they did later get quite a bit lighter, but, I mean, we were in a situation where we could have ran a lot more, but we were down, so we just started throwing it still. But that's kind of the goal, is you spread it out. So they spread out, then you can run it. But you could tell, like, just probably because they don't practice against it a lot, because they're so run-heavy, that's just their first priority, is stop the run. And so we kind of knew that going in, and it worked a little bit, I guess. I mean, we know it didn't, but it did.
It did move. It did move down the field on multiple drives.
Yeah, like, we never want to be okay with obviously getting shut out or not winning, but, like, again, we're trying to build, and the process. They're trusting the process, and it's all starting to work. I mean, I know it's late in the season, but we've also been through a lot of stuff with changes, so it's been fun to see them all grow. And they were big up front, but also they had a lot more guys in the box than we did, which is what we wanted. That's why we threw it so much.
For sure. Coach Eubanks, Monterey, what made it so difficult in that first half, in terms of just trying to stop the run, but off of that, difficult to throw until their final drive of the first half, when they brought in somebody else at quarterback to throw the ball.
We knew if one was in the game that they were going to try to throw it. But first two drives, I'm pretty sure we missed more tackles in the first two drives than there were total plays in those two drives. So that doesn't, when you miss tackle, especially when it is like, hey, everyone is accounted for because the quarterback's running the ball and you have a one-on-one tackle and we miss it, I mean, the ball's going to go for a while. So, like, those first two drives, like I said, almost 200 yards on the ground. I mean, I say that jokingly, but it was like 190 something yards, because they started on the 2 on the first drive because of a great kick. And then the second drive, I'm pretty sure they were still like inside the 10 on the second drive. So it was almost 190 yards on the first two drives, and it was all on the ground. We missed tackles. We missed fits. Like, we knew what was coming, and still just couldn't get into the ground, when their quarterback was bigger than every kid that was playing on the field.
And also started guard for us, right?
Yeah, it wasn't a great matchup when you have Christian trying to bring down a tree. So 100-year-old tree at that. So
sure, it's tough. Coach Carkuff, you alluded to some of the penalties. What specifically the one before the third and it was supposed to be a 3rd and 4. Could you explain exactly what went down? Because it looked like from our perspective that a player from Monterey jumped, whether it was all the way, missed or not, and then had to take a timeout, and then the flag was thrown after the timeout was taken.
Yeah, it was on me, and not rightfully so. He literally, which is cool again, like this is the second time it's happened to us, because I thought they called a really good game. But yeah, after the game, he apologized to me. He's like, "Hey, yeah, that shouldn't have been a penalty." It's like, well, yeah, that doesn't help us now. It was 3rd and 4 in a huge situation. Like
it was still 14-0. You get the ball to start the second half.
We're driving the ball. Like it was a big situation, and he literally thought I said something different. And it's unfortunate. It's wild. I guess it's my fault. I talk too much already, and so I guess they assume. I don't know. I'm a competitor. I want to fight for our kids. I want to fight. I want to win so bad that I do say too much at times to refs, but I'm never like disrespectful or anything like that. So that's what's frustrating is like the penalty. I assumed it was a sideline warning, and then he was like, "Don't question my integrity," and I was like, "What do you think that I said?" And he didn't explain it in the time, and then we talked after the game, like shook hands, talked a lot, because it was a good
even
game.
After that, he was
good after that,
which is surprising.
Yeah,
that we
I
got
think
that.
He realized. I think he realized he was wrong in that situation, so he was great the rest of the game. We even talked after the game, and I was like, "Dang!" I didn't say it to him. I was like, "Man, that would have been nice in the moment." But yeah, this is another misunderstanding. Unfortunately, I think that's the theme of the season. Misunderstanding.
Yep.
It's been a crazy year, and it's kind of unfortunate that people assume the worst, but that's just how life goes, I guess. A lot nicer than you think.
Yeah. Because like you said, y'all were moving. It's getting into a 3rd and 4 ahead of that. Right where you want to be, and for a 3rd down at least in that area of the field. And I think it was near midfield, getting close to there. So probably if it's 4th and 2 or whatever, probably going for it anyways. So it was a big spot. And then Monterey off of that goes down the field, gets into the end zone. You guys respond again, come back with another drive that ends on a 4th and 3 on their side of the field, I'm pretty sure. What was Monterey doing that made it difficult to continue moving the ball once you got past midfield and onto their side of the field?
It really is. It's anytime there's less field to cover, it's easier for defense. That's always been, especially for spread teams, red zones, you got to get creative. Because we are built off of space. Like the more you have to cover, the better it is for us. So red zone and deeper into the territory is always a little bit more difficult. But I think it really just came down to us stressing too much. I think we were trying too hard to score. Again, penalties and stuff like that, and just pressing too hard. Because it really is no different. So I think that's all it comes down to, really, and that's what we're working on. We're figuring out the little stuff. We finally moved the ball. Now there's one more thing to work on.
Sure.
As soon as we get that, it'll be punching it all the way in, and then it'll be putting together multiple drives.
Exactly.
So it'll build.
For sure. Coach Eubanks, what challenges, we kind of alluded to it, but what challenges did Eli Phillips, who came in for Fowler on that last drive in the first half, what kind of challenges did he present to your defense, as opposed to Fowler? They did try to throw it a couple times with Fowler, but was not nearly as successful as Phillips, even though, they didn't throw it that much in total, but he was still effective on that drive specifically.
Yeah. There was a minute left in the half, and he came in and was ready to throw the ball. And I don't think I did a good job of telling defense whenever they went out there. It's like, hey, there's a minute left. They're probably going to throw the ball. So, that's on me for not, conveying that message to our guys. So I think they were still really expected to run because that's what they had done all game up to that point. And then on their big play, we just kind of got caught looking having bad eyes. We got back to where the ball was caught. Make sure he didn't score at that point. And then on the play that they actually scored on, we pretty sure it was play action. We just kind of got lost right there, and he was wide open in the end zone.
How when Braxton stayed down after the play, what was the 5-10 minutes feeling like? Was it like, oh
scary?
No,
Scary. I'm pretty sure the kid dropped the ball too, but whatever. Yeah, we were scrambling. We were looking around. Christian was like, oh no, I got to go back to quarterback. No, he would have been fine. He would have done it, but. Yeah, we would have been again in scramble mode.
Yeah, and
figure it out.
Second half, I ended up not playing him at corner. I was like, I'm not going to risk anything. Yeah, sure. Let him just be on offense and go from there. And he was kind of mad at me. But, because he wants to play. He wants to be out there.
We already took him off a punt return. He's pissed at us. So it's like we're making him mad so much. He's like, I don't want to do this anymore. No, I'm just kidding. He'll do whatever we ask. That's why we love him so much.
Yeah,
for sure. We'll be back in 2 minutes, Benny, to continue the Coach Carkuff Show right here on the Zinger 100.9.
Modernize your kitchen with elegant cabinet designs from C&J Wood Design. See how your new cabinets will look in your new home with their unique 3D design technology, free with every project order. Now, with 2 locations, you can visit our new showroom on North Jackson and Tullahoma across from the movie theater, and in Shelbyville off Highway 41A near Old Columbia Road. So modernize your kitchen with beautiful cabinet designs from C&J Wood Design in Shelbyville and Tullahoma. C&J Wood Design, better by design.
Looking to build a shop or a house? You need high-quality excavation services. Folks that care. Echo Hills Excavating, LLC. Excavating pads, ponds, driveways, septic, water, and more. Trey Barnes and the team at Echo Hills have the experience you deserve to go above and beyond. Covering all of Middle Tennessee from Gallatin to Lynchburg and everywhere in between. Ready to dig deeper? Call 931-580-1168. Echo Hills Excavating, LLC. Digging deeper for your project's success.
P3 Technology, serving the IT needs of Bedford and surrounding counties for over 25 years, offering a wide range of technical services to satisfy your business network needs. P3 is your one-stop shop for IT.
That's right. Our technicians will work quickly to resolve your technical issues, specializing in customized network installations along with workstation maintenance. Call P3 today at 931-450-4210 or visit our website at www.p3tech.net.
P3 Technology,
where technology meets opportunity.
Clanton Pipe and Supply, your corrugated plastic and metal culvert pipe supplier. Clanton has been selling pipe for over 30 years and carries all types and sizes of corrugated plastic and metal culvert pipe. Special orders and delivery are available. If you're in the market for heavy equipment, Clanton has you covered too. They have everything from skid steers, backhoes, and mini excavators. Clanton Pipe and Supply, 931-684-4847, 904 Madison Street, Shelbyville.
The Coach Carkuff Show is on the air.
Touchdown, Cascade!
Now back to the show.
One touchdown, I had a pick, I remember that. I also threw a pick.
Coach Carkuff talking about how he threw an interception in his first career start. Welcome back to the Coach Carkuff Show on the Zinger 100.9, presented by C&J Wood Design, Echo Hills Excavating, LLC, P3 Technology, and Clanton Pipe and Supply. That is all thanks to Coach Eubanks, who presented that question.
I did. So here we go for you listeners out there. Braxton's quote-unquote first start, really it was his second start, but it wasn't in a hurricane. was, what would we say, 19 of 28 for about 186.
I like it.
Coach Carkuff's first start as a sophomore, same age, was against Davidson Academy. He went
16 for 23.
123 yards.
One touchdown.
One touchdown.
One interception.
One interception. You say you also had a pick on
I had
defense?
a pick on defense.
Okay, so the interceptions cancel out.
Yeah. I played like corner safety on third down.
Oh, only on third
Only
down.
on third down.
Third down package. Get in there.
Yes. So it wasn't bad. Now we can talk about Forest. My first start against Forest. I had 150 for 2 touchdowns and 122 quarterback rating.
Oh, big time.
Yes. I'm pretty sure I remember that game. I threw a lot of screens because we had Ricky Horde and Tyler Bowen and Happy Johnson. Like all the skill guys were seniors, and I was a sophomore, and I was just like bubble
Here, you
screen.
go.
And so that was fun.
So it was
Do you wanna go
yak.
through
We had a lot of yak.
You through my whole career? No, I'm just kidding. I will say it was my most yards in my career.
The Chapel Hill game? Or no, your
passing.
sophomore.
My
Oh, yeah, your
sophomore
sophomore year.
Yeah, because I started running a lot more.
16?
16-28.
16.
My brother, Jacob, he's probably not listening right now. I think he's working. So if you listen back, sorry. He went 12-1, so he's always got it on me. But yeah, he went like 1,500 yards and broke the school record his senior year.
Very next year.
And then the very next year I broke it, which we threw it a lot more. We threw it a lot more.
They did. That can attest. There was
We threw it a
not
ton.
as much throwing. in
Compared to
2008.
like for a wing T team, I threw it 208 times. That's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of screens.
Yeah. Shelby. Hey, never mind.
Hey,
I could do this all day.
hey, best football you've ever thrown. Which one is it?
Sophomore year, Moore County. Wait.
I didn't pose that question right. Best manufacturer of football that you've ever thrown.
Yeah, I was
Those are
wondering
about
which
that.
way you were going with that. Is it like
The actual throw.
Yeah, the actual. I guess we can go back to that one later, but
Yeah, we'll come back to it. So best ball I've ever. GSTs are not.
GST is the best
I
football
will
ever
say I am now a snob because we bought the primes this
made.
year,
Primes.
and I actually love them.
Yeah, I'm still a GST guy.
I was kind of mad. I was like, oh, they're more expensive. There's no way they're better. I like them a lot.
Yeah, still a GST guy.
It's still the same. It's
Yeah.
GST prime.
Yeah,
It's just like, how can we charge more, put more
stitching on it.
But you're like, no way this helps, but the grip and
It
the,
does.
the fatness of the ball is better too.
Yeah.
Like the GSTs, you would get slim ones, but I like the thick ones.
So
best Moore County? Best
Well-
throw.
Yes.
pigskin.
Pigskin.
Do you know why the football is called a pigskin?
I think originally was made out of some variation of that.
Pork rinds.
Not the
That's-
pork rinds.
Oh.
Seems like
It was
decent.
so the innards of a football is called the bladder,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm.
Let's think outside the box.
That's what it
Animal
really
bladders.
was?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
The original footballs had a bladder from animals, mostly pigs, and that's what they would use. And
Magnets.
obviously, they didn't really hold air very well, so they used like straw and other things like that.
Huh.
Yep.
That's why I learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Completely useless.
It is very useful.
Thank you for that.
What's the NFL football called? What's the nickname for it?
Useful.
The Duke.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Dude, why would I know this stuff? Do I need to know this?
Wellington Mara.
Okay.
Oh,
Maybe
That was
That's
his
a
nickname.
name. That's
Gotcha.
The owner of the
wow.
Jets.
Maybe that will make
Giants.
us
Giants.
Yeah, Giants.
New
Wow.
York team.
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
fired.
Mara's the Giants. Yeah. So back to high school football instead of
We use
Giants. Giants history here for a second, I guess. This week, we'll tidy up Monterey real quick. The second half, again, offense put some drives together, but just also obviously could not, find the end zone. How close do you feel like this offense is to kind of having that moment where it's like, hey, we kind of like we got it, like the aha?
I felt we're really close.
Yeah.
I mean, even in practice, we've been talking about it of just like how much cleaner it looks, and like, crazy to say it, but like we're scoring touchdowns in practice. Like, that's a big deal. Like, it sounds a little weird, but like we're doing things correct. We're, like we said, stepping up in the pocket, making that throw, and then it turns into a touchdown. It's like the little things and the pass protection's getting so much better. Like, it's just reps and reps and reps. And unfortunately, like I said, I got away from what I do and what we practiced all summer and all spring, and I panicked whenever the quarterback went down and changed everything when I should have just kind of like adapted a little bit to the different quarterback. But now that we're back to what we've been dealing with, like literally one of the plays that we've been working on this week, the kids were like, we ran this play like 400 times in the summer, and we haven't ran it since like week 1. Because like I don't know, I just got away from what I was doing, and now they're like, oh yeah, I remember this, and they're so much more comfortable with what we were doing all summer, and all preseason, and it's showing a lot. Like, I think we're really close. Hopefully, it's now. For sure,
yeah, would be. Yeah, great timing workout out of the bye week and everything. So I guess how impactful do you think the bye week has been for you guys? The extra practice, it's a free, quote unquote, free week of practice added on. Other than really feeling like things are about to click.
I think the biggest thing for us was just like a mental reset. We did a couple like fun things, like on Thursday we practiced different and had fun, and kids were just like energized because it wasn't the same thing every day, and it gets methodical, and that's what you try to tell them is like, you gotta live in those moments. That's where you get better, is in the day-to-day like that. But we can also step out and be like, let's go have a little bit of fun, and that's kind of what we've been focused on last week. We really backed it up, didn't do a lot of team, we did a lot of individual, got back to fundamentals, and just like re-energizing the love of football. Like, it's hard whenever the results aren't coming to be like, man, I love going out there and hitting people, or them hitting me and then losing. So I felt like they're really re-energized and ready to go, and football is kind of fun again after the break. So that was kind of our focus last week.
For sure. So Cannon County tomorrow night, October 18th. An interesting schedule quirk for them. They don't have a bye week until
week 11 is the bye.
Yeah, so they played 10 straight.
We'll see how it works out for them.
Yeah, that was
P3 Technology should be making their schedule.
Yeah, probably would have gotten a little bit better on the AI part if we used P3.
They had to request that, right? Though. Or did they just randomly were given,
I guess,
week 11?
Yeah, it was like, hey, this is your region bye week. You can schedule somebody, or...
Yeah, and you could have moved it. Now, they told us that we could request our bye week for next year. So they must have requested that for them to get it. I don't know.
Who knows?
It might work out for them. Who knows?
Yeah. I think that you could be like, one of these schools that they played, or whatever.
But if you think about it, week 11, there's not a lot of non-region games going on.
Yeah, everybody's in their region.
Yeah.
You can't really find it, so he must have done that on purpose. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. This was an interesting little quirk.
Ask him tomorrow.
Speaking of my sophomore year, we had a first-round bye in the playoffs. So it was kind of the same.
It was kind of like week 11 bye.
Now, it was weird. I will say this. That is tough because we came out awful in the first half of that second round of playoff because we just played a team that played the first round of playoffs.
Yeah.
And then we were like, we didn't get to prepare because you're like, who's going to win? Now, we kind of knew who was going to win, but at the same time, it's like if you prepare the week before and then the other team wins, you're like, well, crap.
Yeah, just wasted.
So you just wasted all that time. So you kind of like in no man's land with the bye week right before the playoffs. So who knows?
Interesting. Yes. So they're playing their 9th consecutive game this week. They're coming in 5-3. 0-2 in the region. They're coming in on a 3-game winning streak, all non-region games, obviously. So that kind of jumping around it. But how big of an advantage is it that you guys not only have already had a bye week, but are literally coming off of the bye week? You mentioned, of course, the personal experience of playing, and it was a rough start, coming out the gate the next game. But for you guys tomorrow night, do you think that, is that going to be a big advantage for you guys?
I don't think so, just because we had so many bumps and bruises. Like, we kind of needed that time off, and like mentally we needed to reset. So the kids have had an awesome week of practice, and I think they're ready to go. As far as what I saw this week.
Yeah, I think mentally they're ready to go. There's we kind of changed practice up a little bit last week, got back to the fundamentals, got back to us being us, and then spent this week preparing for Cannon County. I think they've got a good grasp on what Cannon County does offensively and defensively, both sides ball, and I think we know what we got to do to be successful tomorrow night.
For sure. Cannon County, their schedule review real quick. They played it's Monterey, Providence, Christian, Cheatham County, Chapel Hill, Fayetteville Community, Cornersville, and Notre Dame. Not that Notre Dame. The 2 region games they had, week 4 and 5, 28-12 loss to Chapel Hill, then a 44-27 loss at Fayetteville. So last season, Cascade beat Cannon County 28-22 at home to keep the Lions out of the postseason. Kind of pretty similar scenario in that specific aspect for tomorrow night. Is there any added, pressure that anyone is feeling for that specifically?
I think it's the opposite for us. Is like, we have nothing to lose. Like, let's go win this game and make the playoffs. And that's kind of been our message these last 2 weeks of, if you don't want it to be over, this is your chance.
Yeah.
And I think that's been really good for our guys, because they're like, oh wait, we have something to play for. Again, it's hard whenever you're having a rough season and things are not going your way, and you finally got something that's like, oh, we can change this right now. And so I think it's been a really good motivator for them, and it's literally taken the pressure off of them, in my opinion. I feel like they've been so relaxed is not the right word, but just like light and just having fun and getting after it. And that's what we want. That's the type of practices that we want. We want them high energy and light as far as like how they feel about it. We don't want them stressing. Let us stress, and
sure.
And y'all just go play, because I promise we stress.
Just a little bit.
Do enough stressing to cover for you guys not having to. So their offense, and just checking these scores, they put up 40+ in half their games this season. They average almost 30 a game overall, but they do average just under 20 a game, and of course, just 2 games, those region games. They give up just under 20 a game on the year as a whole. Coach Eubanks, how big of a challenge is that offense? I remember a couple weeks ago in here, as we were leaving, I don't remember exactly what week it was, but made a kind of comment about how Cannon County's got a quarterback, a young quarterback as well. It might have been community week, but what kind of challenges does their offense pose that your defense is going to have to attack?
As Ricky Bobby likes to say, I want to go fast. They go fast. They are. If you watch Tennessee play, they are Tennessee fast. We were showing our guys a couple examples this week. Like, ball was down with 6 minutes and 42 seconds, and clock was running. The next snap was at 6:26.
16 seconds.
It was
for
16
you guys at home
seconds.
that don't do math.
It was, they go fast. If they're on schedule, they're lining up and they're going. Our emphasis this week: get them off schedule, slow them down, we can have fun. Because when somebody goes that fast defensively, you're like, oh goodness, just get lined up. Get lined up, and maybe we'll figure it out. But as soon as the other team, you get them off schedule, you get them to second along, 3rd and 7+, they slow down because they're not sure what they want to call. Then you get to mix things up defensively, mix up the back end, give them different looks, bring some pressures and stuff like that. So our big focus this week is winning first down to slow them down.
How do you go about doing that? That part specifically, the get them off
tackle.
Yeah, it's tackle. I mean, if breakdown of us is we're not great tacklers right now, and we spent every day last week doing tackle circuit. Spent a couple of days this week doing tackling circuit. Really trying to hammer home, like, y'all, we got to tackle. And I think we're getting there. We're getting there, but step number 1 is hey, like, get lined up. 2, we know what's coming.
Yeah.
Let's get them on the ground, get them off schedule, and then we have some fun.
For sure. So half their games they put up 40 or 40 plus. The other 4, they've only scored more than 20 once. So it does seem kind of that boom or bust for them in terms of, the teams that they play. Obviously, Monterey week 1, only 1 touchdown. You can kind of picture that in your head how that might have gone about. So there's stuff for you guys to grab a hold of. It's like, okay, like, this has been done by multiple teams this year. There's something for you guys, something for you guys to take advantage of.
Yeah, in Monterey, they tackle really well. Yes. You can ask Coach Carkuff about how well they tackle. And Monterey's defense flew around that game, and they flew around in ours. So I can only imagine only giving up less than 10 points to Cannon County in week 1 that they were just flying around then. And they against everybody. They're you get them on the ground and get them where they've only gained 1 or 2 yards, where you're playing into your hand than their hand.
Sure.
Yeah, I've been on that side of the ball too, where you're trying to go so fast, because our goal was to snap it every 14 seconds, and we were really good at it. Offense was super simple because of it, but with doing that, you get the defense in base all the time, so you know where everybody is at all times. That's kind of the philosophy. Oh, that was tough. Philosophy behind that, and that's what, like, Tennessee's like, they want to run the ball first, though. Like, right. Yes, everybody assumes spread up tempo is slinging it around, but run the ball first. So if you get tackled for a loss or it's 2nd and 10. Your run first mentality is almost not gone, but like you're behind,
it's uphill battle,
off schedule, like we're saying. And I think that's what Monterey did. They tackled them, and now they're off schedule. And now they're trying to sling it. We're spread, but do we really throw it? It's built around, like Tennessee is, run, shot. So that's the goal.
Yeah,
tackle, get them off schedule, and then we'll go watch Tennessee, Alabama.
Absolutely. That sounds like a blast. We'll be back in 2 minutes to wrap up previewing Cannon County, the road trip to Cannon County tomorrow night, right here on the Zinger 100.9.
P3 Technology, serving the IT needs of Bedford and surrounding counties for over 25 years, offering a wide range of technical services to satisfy your business network needs. P3 is your one-stop shop for IT.
That's right. Our technicians will work quickly to resolve your technical issues, specializing in customized network installations along with workstation maintenance. Call P3 today at 931-450-4210 or visit our website at www.p3tech.net.
P3 Technology,
where technology meets opportunity.
Modernize your kitchen with elegant cabinet designs from C&J Wood Design. See how your new cabinets will look in your new home with their unique 3D design technology, free with every project order. Now, with 2 locations, you can visit our new showroom on North Jackson and Tullahoma across from the movie theater, and in Shelbyville off Highway 41A near Old Columbia Road. So modernize your kitchen with beautiful cabinet designs from C&J Wood Design in Shelbyville and Tullahoma. C&J Wood Design. Better by design.
Clanton Pipe and Supply, your corrugated plastic and metal culvert pipe supplier. Clanton has been selling pipe for over 30 years and carries all types and sizes of corrugated plastic and metal culvert pipe. Special orders and delivery are available. If you're in the market for heavy equipment, Clanton has you covered too. They have everything from skid steers, backhoes, and mini excavators. Clanton Pipe and Supply, 931-684-4847, 904 Madison Street, Shelbyville. Looking to build a shop or a house? You need high-quality excavation services. Folks that care. Echo Hills Excavating, LLC. Excavating pads, ponds, driveways, septic, water, and more. Trey Barnes and the team at Echo Hills have the experience you deserve to go above and beyond. Covering all of Middle Tennessee from Gallatin to Lynchburg and everywhere in between. Ready to dig deeper? Call 931-580-1168. Echo Hills Excavating, LLC. Digging deeper for your project's success.
You're listening to the Coach Carkuff Show on the home of the champions, the Zinger 100.9. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and X at the Zinger 100.9.
Welcome back to the Coach Carkuff Show right here on the Zinger 100.9 and AM 1400. Brought to you by C&J Wood Design, Echo Hills Excavating, LLC, P3 Technology, and Clanton Pipe and Supply. So, Cascade plays at Cannon County tomorrow night. Again, that's on the road. The final road game of the regular season. Whoop, whoop.
Don't have to drive anymore.
And the JV game is at home.
And
this week,
home.
So we are home for the rest.
Home.
Home. Big time.
Love that. We talked about Cannon County's offense before we went to break. We can kind of pivot to talking about their defense and ways to attack it, other than, focusing on yourself and all of those things. What have you seen on film from Cannon County defensively?
Yeah, kind of the spotlight. I guess you probably have it, but for your pregame tomorrow, number 1 safety. Pretty good.
Zay Odom is his name.
Good on offense and defense, and just really good all-around player. In my opinion, probably the best player on the field as far as their team goes. And so not being afraid of him, but also knowing where he is,
sure,
is always big. And then number 10, defensive end.
Zeke Walkup.
Yeah, just a sophomore, right?
Yes, sophomore.
Yeah, he's
6'3" sophomore. Yeah,
he's a monster. Now he is young and has some tendencies that are of young kids, but the kid is a monster. So we're focusing a lot on those two, and then trusting our guys to take care of the rest. So yeah, just attacking space as always. Counting numbers. They've shown 2 different defenses all year.
That's it?
Yeah, they've shown some different. Yeah, we've shown 12 and 7 games. Yeah, so really we've prepared for 2 different defenses, and just we have a game plan for both. There's really not one that we would rather face. Mm-hmm. We feel pretty comfortable with both of them, and I feel like quarterback's prepared. All the linemen are prepared for different fronts. What we think we're going to get, we feel good about. So,
in let's say minute and a half, 2 minutes or less, what are the 2 that you guys have noticed the most and are preparing for tomorrow night as much as you're willing to share?
Yeah, no, it's a 3-4 base or a 4-4 base, and on the 3-4, they like getting the outside linebackers way wide, and so it turns into a really light 5-man box. So as you can tell, it's our game plan would be built around that.
Yeah.
The 4-4 is more of a run stopping, and there's a little bit more holes in the pass game. But again, either way, we feel pretty comfortable with both game plans, and it's not like we're selling out. Like, if we get this, we're only running it. If we get this, we're only passing it. We got answers for everything, and again, we practiced them both all week. They like to move the line around a lot. They'll get in some tight fronts, and they want to confuse high school linemen. That's a big thing to do. Like, if their blocking rules are changed right before the snap, a lot of high school linemen are in trouble. But we've practiced them all, and we feel pretty comfortable with our line being able to. We got some pretty smart kids on the line. We got like a 32 or 3 ACT.
It's a lot.
Yeah, that's like all 3 of mine combined. So
I think you get a 12 just for putting your name on it. Allegedly.
I can't spell very well. So yeah, that was
off an F at the end.
Yeah, that was probably more than a minute and a half. But yeah, that's kind of 3-man front, 4-man front. It changes a lot of stuff
for sure. And they have Zay Odom listed as a outside linebacker. So I'm assuming in the 3-4,
he is. Yeah,
he's on one side or the other.
Well, actually, the 3-4 he rolls back to the second safety. On the 4-4 he rolls down to one of the outside linebackers. But like I said, they're mostly we're the 4-4. But when they play spread teams, they're more of the 3-4. So
gotcha.
We're assuming it's going to be the 3-4
for sure. Plug time.
Let's go.
Go ahead.
Oh, which one we're going first? We already said soccer tonight.
Golf.
Oh, golf tournament. Baseball is hosting a golf tournament Sunday at 1 p.m. at Champions Run. You can find all that information on their social media, but also I believe it's $480 per team. Also some sponsorship opportunities. Love Coach Sheffield, so I will be playing with it. I just got a text from the babysitter that said I am good to go. So
go play golf.
I will be playing Sunday.
Hey, speaking of golf, shout out to the Cascade girls golf team.
We didn't get to do the
state champions.
Huge.
Yep.
Big time. And it was like
convincing. It was by 12 strokes or something.
It was so Tatiana Green and Anna Clinton went out there and finished 3rd and 4th respectively, individually, and then as a team brought home the gold.
And the one that won it wasn't even playing like for a team win. So she was just by herself, like playing. Like, that's unfortunate, but like I said, come on, she had an advantage. No, I don't know, but I thought it was amazing how well they handled all that pressure, because I mean that was not an easy course.
First,
Sevierville.
That is a tough course, so it's amazing that they did that.
Yeah, first and second. Or first and second round, I guess there's only 2 rounds. The 2 rounds, the scores were, I think it was 2 strokes off. I think 151 the first day, 153 the second day. And you see teams that were close the first day had a big drop off on the second day, and it was, I mean, just an impressive from them.
What's unfortunate is Tatiana was really, really on fire at the end. She was just one stroke.
She was one stroke off of the playoff.
If she would have been, Coach said that if she got in that playoff, no doubt she was winning it, because she was on fire
and rolling.
And she was just one. She could not get that one stroke to get in the playoff, or she would have been a state champion individually. So either way, they got the trophy.
Congratulations. Thank you. Oh, Coach Eubanks.
Oh, I thought we were going
Powder
to
Puff.
Powder Puff.
The first.
November the 1st. Semifinals are going to be the 29th and 30th. We play the 31st. Powder Puff Championship is November the 1st, 6 p.m. Don't quote me on that. At the stable. Also, next week, home game. It's also going to be youth night.
Youth night, yes.
Chili cook-off.
Chili cook-off is the next.
Just kidding. Chili cook-off is the 31st, which is also Halloween, which is also senior night.
And a Thursday.
And I'm going to make it also alumni night as well.
And alumni night.
There.
Come on down.
I want the alumni to gather around the seniors and really make it a special night as well. So, yes, a lot going on for these last 3 games. And we do plan on scoring touchdowns.
That's great plan. We'll take it. Yeah. Thank you to Coach Isaac Eubanks for coming in as always, and thank you as always, Coach Jared Carkuff. Make sure to tune in tomorrow night at 6:45 right here on the Zinger 100.9 and AM 1400 as Cascade takes on Cannon County on the road. For Benny D on the ones and twos, Coach Eubanks and Coach Carkuff, I'm Nomadic, signing off from the Jared Carkuff Coach Show. Until next time, thank you so much for tuning in. Now let's get you to the Zingers Oldie Show with Benny D, starting.
Modernize your kitchen with elegant cabinet designs from C&J Wood Design. See how your new cabinets will look in your new home with their unique 3D design technology, free with every project order. Now, with 2 locations, you can visit our new showroom on North Jackson and Tullahoma across from the movie theater, and in Shelbyville off Highway 41A near Old Columbia Road. So modernize your kitchen with beautiful cabinet designs from C&J Wood Design in Shelbyville and Tullahoma. C&J Wood Design, better by design.
Looking to build a shop or a house? You need high-quality excavation services. Folks that care. Echo Hills Excavating, LLC. Excavating pads, ponds, driveways, septic, water, and more. Trey Barnes and the team at Echo Hills have the experience you deserve to go above and beyond. Covering all of Middle Tennessee from Gallatin to Lynchburg and everywhere in between. Ready to dig deeper? Call 931-580-1168. Echo Hills Excavating, LLC. Digging deeper for your project's success.
P3 Technology, serving the IT needs of Bedford and surrounding counties for over 25 years, offering a wide range of technical services to satisfy your business network needs. P3 is your one-stop shop for IT.
That's right. Our technicians will work quickly to resolve your technical issues, specializing in customized network installations along with workstation maintenance. Call P3 today at 931-450-4210 or visit our website at www.p3tech.net.
P3 Technology,
where technology meets opportunity.
Clanton Pipe and Supply, your corrugated plastic and metal culvert pipe supplier. Clanton has been selling pipe for over 30 years and carries all types and sizes of corrugated plastic and metal culvert pipe. Special orders and delivery are available. If you're in the market for heavy equipment, Clanton has you covered too. They have everything from skid steers, backhoes, and mini excavators. Clanton Pipe and Supply, 931-684-4847, 904 Madison Street, Shelbyville.
Thank you for listening to the Coach Carkuff Show. Never miss an episode. Just look in the on-demand section on the free Zinger 100.9 app. Until next time, Champion Nation.